What is up, guys? It is Dan from Guitar Talk here, back with another review. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, roll that intro. Hey guys, what is up? Today I am looking at the Epiphone 1963 Joe Bonamassa SG Custom. Starting off with the body on this, we have got a mahogany body, obviously SG shaped, 3-ply white scratch plate on there. We've got a Vibrola Maestro trem system on there as well. 3 pickups on this one. It's an Epiphone Pro Bucker 2 in the neck and the middle, and we've got an Epiphone Pro Bucker 3 in the bridge, and then you've got your 2 volumes and 2 tones as well. Heading over to the neck, we've got a mahogany neck with a bound ebony fretboard, 22 frets on this and a 24.75 inch scale, and then we've got clues on tuners on there as well. So the idea behind this guitar is that Joe has in his collection a very rare Gibson 1963 SG Custom that's got stuff like the 3 pickups and the Vibrola system on there, and it's very rare for that year to find a guitar with that kind of spec on it. So I think it's very cool that Joe has made that available to Gibson and Epiphone to reproduce under the Epiphone banner, to take a rare guitar and make it accessible for everyone else. For anyone that may be wondering, when I first saw this guitar released, I looked at it and just kind of figured this is just going to be one of the cheap Epiphone SGs with a few little bolt-on custom extras to it. And I can definitely say when you take this out of the box, it does not feel like that. It is very, very good quality. It feels, I've not played a standard Epiphone SG for a while, not since the Inspired by Gibson range came out. But this feels a step above all of that. It definitely feels like a higher quality guitar. In terms of the feel and finish on this straight out of the box, it feels absolutely fantastic. The finishing process they've used, this thing looks absolutely great in person. There's no kind of blemishes in the paint job. There's no kind of bleeding into the binding. It's been done very, very well. The pots feel like they're very good quality. The trem system on here is very, very good. You can get that kind of Bigsby-like warble out of it. The only downside I would say is the switch. It does cut out a little bit in between positions, so I would possibly upgrade that. But everything else on here feels very, very good quality. The sounds and tones that you can get out of this thing are very, very cool. It takes you anywhere from that kind of classic bluesy tone up to big, gainy, crushing distortion tones if you want to push it that far. It cleans up very, very nicely on the neck pickup and on the middle and bridge pickup position. The bridge pickup is a little bit bitey for me, so if I had this, I might change out the bridge pickup. but it sounds very, very cool, especially if you want to get some cool, dirty, bluesy kind of tones. If you're looking for stratty, funky kind of tones, then this might not be for you, but for just classic, straight up Gibson SG tones, this thing has got you covered. A little bit more about the feel of this guitar. It has got a slim taper C-shaped neck profile, which is closer to the Gibson 60 style profile, which you would expect on a 63, 60 style instrument. It feels very, very nice in my hand, but I prefer slimmer necks. In terms of Gibson, I prefer the 60s profile. PRS, I prefer the wide, thin profile. It fits my hands better. If you like that kind of half baseball batty kind of 50s Gibson profile, there might be enough on there for it to feel comfortable for you, so it is worth checking out. The slim profile on the back as well, you've got a very smooth taper into the body, so there's not a big step up on the heel, it just runs through nice and smooth. So that is very cool to see because it really helps with the upper fret access. Would I play one of these live? And by that I mean, if you gave me one of these and said you're going on tour for a year and you can only play this guitar, would I be happy to take this? I would have no doubt in my mind if you gave me this that it is going to be a great guitar that is going to stand the test of time and it is not going to let me down at all, especially if I was going out on tour for a year. Now, does it have the versatility in tone that I would personally want for what I play? No, I might want something a little bit more versatile, but the tones that you can get out of this thing are absolutely fantastic. So if the tones that this does are right for you, then if you took this out on tour and just played this non-stop for a year, you would have no problem with this. It is a fantastic guitar. Is there anything that I would change about the guitar or that I don't like about the guitar? The only things for me is that I would probably change the switch out for something a little bit sturdier and higher quality, and I might swap the bridge pickup out for something else because, as I say, this one is a little bit bitey for my liking, and I'd like something that cleans up a little bit better without having to roll the volume off. But other than that, this, as I say, is a very cool, high quality guitar. So just two little niggles for me, but other than that, this thing is great. Is the guitar worth the money? At the time of recording, this is around £1,500 in the UK, and it is a very cool guitar and feels great, but is it worth £1,500? That, I would say, probably not. If it was around £1,000, then yeah, by all means, which is still pushing up there for a lot of people for an Epiphone. But at £1,500, that's a little bit much. At that kind of price for a Far Eastern made Epiphone guitar, I might expect it to have the actual proper Gibson humbuckers in, a better quality switch, that kind of stuff. It's, as I say, it's a bit much at £1,500. £1,000, I think you're about right, but each to their own. Some people will really want this and be willing to pay that much for it, but not quite there for me. So to sum up, I think this is a great guitar. It doesn't feel cheap at all. It's a weighty bit of mahogany that they've used on there, so it doesn't feel cheap. It doesn't feel like they've used cheap wood. I don't have scales, so I can't weigh this for you, and everyone's going to weigh different anyway. But it is a very cool guitar. It doesn't suffer from any kind of neck dive, in case anyone's wondering, probably because you've got this big vibrola system on there, so it's nice and evenly weighted. That stuff's really cool. And another cool touch as well is, obviously it's a Joe Bonamassa series signature model, but it doesn't have Joe Bonamassa's name on the guitar anywhere. So if you are a person who wants this guitar but you're not a Joe Bonamassa fan, you don't have to worry, it's got his name plastered on it anywhere except the case. So that's cool. And again, very cool of Joe to make a rare spec Gibson available to them to do under the Epiphone banner, so you can get that rare spec on an Epiphone guitar. Very cool guitar. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think this is worth the money? Have you got one? What do you think? Let me know. Other than that, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.